I don't know where to begin with this, but I'm going to try to keep it civil and talk to you about these beautiful clusters that I've discovered on my screen, and I'm going to talk to you about a few things regarding Facebook. Um, what's up, everybody? My name is Robert LaRocca. I'm here today to talk to you about a few things regarding that's happened to me recently, and I want to share them with you with the world. Yeah. What's up? Anyway, so let's start with what's on screen first. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. This video is sponsored by Resurgence, Clothing is Optional, Dolls with Balls, and Realism. 4 gorgeous servers. They didn't give me nothing to do this to sponsor them. I just chose to put them up here, and I'm gonna say these are the type of clusters that you will not find that much anymore. I guarantee you, I promise you, in about a year from now, assuming Ark 2A isn't out, you will not see servers like this anymore. They will be gone. They will be old. They will be dinosaur bones. They will be nothing. They will be dust, because the community is changing so much. The cancel culture has gotten a hold of Ark. The lazy player has moved in and decided to make Ark their home and changed everything to fibercraft, to instant taming, to infinite weight. They're taking away the aspect of survival on the dedicated side. Now, official is still, its own entity, but I'm talking about dedicated. Okay, so, and yeah, make sure you are aware of this. This is an open world survival. Ark Survival Evolved is an open world survival game, which means it is supposed to be hard to an extent. If you boost a stat, you have to make sure it's balanced with the rest of the game, or it's going to kill the experience altogether. The point of playing online is to play with other people. If you choose to play by yourself, that's your own damn fault. So now let's talk about why. I these are some of the servers that I've actually pulled out of the woodwork. I've been on myself. I've played on myself. I've spoken to the leader of Resurgence. They used to be called Elysium. They had the name changed. And I played on there I even supported that cluster financially. The clothing is optional. It's a good server, don't get me wrong, but I wish the weight was a little bit more boosted. But other than that, it's a great settings, and the owner of that server actually does enforce the server rules. So if you don't like rules, they're not for you. Let's see here. Dolls with Balls. They are an EU server. I spoke to that owner one-on-one as well. She's really nice, and she does her best to keep people going. Now, all these servers have traits I don't like, and some, but I can overlook. For example, Dolls with Balls is no alliances. Don't like that, but that makes up for everything else, where you still have to try. Like I said, the weight on clothing optional, and if Resurgence was a 10-man, that server cluster will be on point. But other than that, those are the things that really I like them. I mean, it's great. They're great servers to play on, and they have my stamp of approval. Now, let's talk about Facebook. A few weeks ago, I just had to go on a spree to make memes and post them all over Facebook and put my opinion out there. And people apparently got butthurt about it, and they reported me to Facebook. Now I have a 30-day ban. Yeah, I got 29 more days left. They cried to Facebook because they call it bullying. And if having an opinion is bullying, then Facebook needs to revisit their bullying policies, because that is not bullying. That's just stating facts. And he's probably a snowflake. That's what I'm going to call him. I'm going to call him a snowflake. That's the most professional word I can possibly give you right now without getting in trouble with YouTube. So, and I mean, I did all kinds of memes, dude. I did all kinds of memes because I am against the lazy player. I am so against the lazy. If you're a lazy player, I'm against you. I'm going to let you know right now. I don't go to fibercraft. I don't go to instant taming. There's been times where I went to an instant taming and not played on it, but everything else was right, and that was the only thing that was wrong. Okay, I can overlook one stat, okay? But if your whole server is wrong, like, first of all, I don't care how people play. I think it's more Wildcard's fault than it is anyone else's, because Wildcard doesn't give us enough options to weed out these servers. And because if I go on the dedicated session and I'm looking for a server to play on, all you're seeing is Fibercraft, instant taming, unlimited weight, no alliances, small tribes. That is all you see, literally. And why can't we have more of a system layout so we can take away those options and bring up those servers like these? Bring up the ones that don't offer all that, ones that need a community of players that would want to play and have a great time and enjoy Ark. No, these I'm gonna call them C19. C19 players are the ones that's ruining Ark. They're not going back to work. They're sitting home on their ass. They're playing their game all day long, collecting unemployment. And did I do that? Oh, you better believe it. I did it for 3 months, and I took a little hiatus and went back to work. I knew it was time. So my point is they did this in World of Warcraft, and now they're doing it in Ark. Now, what I mean by that is when World of Warcraft first came out, that game was hard. It was a very hard game. It took time, took energy, took effort, and you had to put your time into it. You had to do your research. You had to go to websites and Google the boss fights. And now they have these journals you can get. You read up on the boss fights before you go in. Now you have one guy being able to carry all the players, and it's like the players have gotten lazier and lazier and lazier, and it's not the way it should be. Gaming is something that you should do when you know how to make time for yourself, know how to balance it out. If you got things you need to get done in real life, get that stuff done. Period. End of story. Don't take 30 minutes on your video game or an hour on your video game and then turn around and, oh, okay, I'll play an hour now and I'll get an hour in later. No, get the shit done now and then come back and play for 2 hours. Because people want to talk to you. People want to play with you. People value you as a player to show up in their chat groups and hang out and have a good time and go out and tame and build a base or any game. Play Call of Duty. I don't care. Gaming is a hobby. It is not just a video game. It is something that people like to do. Okay? People like basketball. People like football in real life. People like cricket. People like soccer. People like racing race cars. Okay, that is a game as well. It's a real life game. Video games are no different than the NFL. They're no different than the NBA. They're no different than the MLB. And until the world gets that wrapped around their head and realizes that, gaming will never have any respect. Period. It's not about you going online and you killing dragons. It's not about you going online and you slaughtering an elf or having a mythical power with a magical cloak or anything like that. It's not about you going on Ark and taming a giga or building a house or raiding someone in stone. It's about doing what you love to do. And if you love to play video games, do it. If you love to spend time on it, do it. But you cannot forget reality. You cannot forget that if you have a family, if you have responsibility, if you have a job, a career, if you're in college, you have to learn how to balance. That's the biggest thing. It's just like balancing a checkbook. You got to know how to balance your bank account, just like you have to balance your time. And that's all I'm saying. And when you got players that are coming off the Fibercraft and they want to get this instant fix of PvP. This isn't Call of Duty, kids. This isn't Fortnite. My son's been playing Fortnite for 2 years and still sucks at it. I played Fortnite for like an hour and I still suck at it. And I've been playing games longer than he has. Fortnite is not a game. Fortnite is a cancer of the internet, period. End of story. It's terrible. It pulls everyone in when they think they're running out of money. And guess what they do? Oh, look, we're going to add Darth Vader to the game. There we go. No. That's not a story. So let's talk about China. Let's get China on the books for a second. Oh my God. China has implemented a new rule that the kids, if they're under 18, are only allowed to play 3 hours of video games, an hour on Friday, hour on Saturday, and hour on Sunday. What is going on? Oh my goodness. I don't know how to respond to that. I mean, there's going to be people breaking the rules. It's going to go around it, and they don't really care. I mean, they don't give a crap. It's going to happen. Did you know you can't have the Bible over in China? Was y'all aware of that? What was that, Japan? I think it was China. Yeah, you can't have the Bible over there. It's interesting. I don't know. I just think that Ark. When I first started playing Ark years ago, and I had a dedicated server called Ark Server EST, and it was doing really well, and it was awesome. And then this last go around I had with Ark EST, its community wasn't as big as it was before, and I began to wonder why. So I started poking around, started digging and figuring out why. And some people will blame my reputation, and I don't. I think it's more of the player's taste and what they're going for now, which is Fibercraft and instant taming and infinite wait and blah, 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 blah. And I've had 7 players come back to me and say, please reopen your servers, and I have absolutely no drive to do so. I'm trying to play Ark right now. I am like literally trying to play Ark, and the dedication isn't there because of what the community has turned into. They just completely ruined the game. It's not the game it was before release. It's not the game it was when it first released. It's a completely different entity now, and I recommend holding out to Ark 2. That's what I'm going to do. Ark 2 is in my radar, and I'm looking for it. And I'm hoping it's not bad. Oh, my God. I hope it's not terrible. Because I'm doing 2 things right now. Number 1, I'm trying to play Ark. I'm not giving up on it. I'm trying to play it. And I'm also trying to find another game, which is very hard to do. Because when I buy a game, I have to be really extremely dedicated into that game. And like World of Warcraft got me for like 13 years. Ark's 6 so far. And I'm looking for a game to replace those. And something I can like stick my head in and go, okay, let's do this. But I'm also trying to get real life stuff done as well. So it's kind of a, balancing act at the end of the day. But it is what it is. We'll go get through it. And I swear to God, if Fibercraft comes over to Ark 2, I'm going to be so mad. I'm going to be a salty guy. I will. Check my page out on Facebook called I'm Salty, where I go on there and I rant literally all the time. Check out these 4 clusters. They are good clusters to play on. They need a community. Some of them have community, some of them don't. They're like a small communities. They're not huge. I recommend you giving these 4 clusters a try. Just take time out of your day. I'm sure one of them has got to fit your taste, as well as your tribe's taste. And I recommend you guys give them 5 minutes of your time. I will be bringing up more clusters in the future, recommending to play because not enough people out there are representing these low boosted clusters. Fibercraft is blocking everyone's sunlight. No one's getting sunlight, and we need to make sure that these clusters do get sunlight. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you guys have a safe day and evening and night or wherever you want to, wherever you're at. Take care of yourselves, wash your hands, and stay ugly. Peace!